Hey guys, John from Johnstone's Cars. Today I'm just working on the MG, sanding back the bog from where the holes were, where the chrome used to sit, as I'm not putting the chrome back on this area of the MG. So this is the left-hand rear side of the MG. I'm just using sandpaper and water. As you can see, this is my sort of container of water and my sandpaper. I dip the sandpaper in, dry it off a little bit. You don't really need to. And then you just pretty much sandpaper or start rubbing against the side of the panel work. Keep doing this for a little bit and it goes smooth and hopefully to the same sort of shape of the car. I like to rub off the excess once it gets just a bit too much. I also just dip the sandpaper back into the water and then we sort of restart and keep continuing. So as you'll see soon, I'll be just using my fingers to touch the side of the MG here. I'm really just checking to see if there's it's going in the right direction in the sense of is it flat or is it smooth going in with the side of the MG. This is to see if I need to add more bog into those areas or also if it's not enough sanding, and you'll see shortly that it won't be enough sanding and I'll just keep going. But it's always good to check every now and then just to see how much is needed to go on with the MG. This is taking forever. It's getting better. Have a look at it. This is only 800 G. I think the 800 G.
Oh, yeah, that's
just watch out for the camera. I am filming. But I'll probably... I found out that the wetter this is, the better.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Almost this is all I really want to do. I mean, I'll fill up the gaps here, but in all honesty, just because I want to get the car just on the road, I wouldn't bother doing anymore.
What's that?
Here, like, I'm going to fill these bits up, but I mean, feel that, that's pretty...
Yeah. I tried to bring all
now it does have an overcoat over it. It's got an overcoat over it. It's not bare metal. Hey guys, if you're ever going to use or spray a car of any sort, if it's small or big, it's always good to wear a fairly heavy-duty mask. So this is the right-hand rear fender of the MG. This is where I'll show you from the start that I use an electric sander and go from there really. So after using the electric sander, we now go on to using a hand sander, or sandpaper I should say. I'm going to start off with 800 ply and then move on to 1500 ply. Both sides getting the same sort of treatment. And yeah. Now with my sandpaper I'm using water and 800 ply, so I find the wetter the sandpaper, the better the outcome is at the end of it. Alright. Also, while you're doing it, it's always good to check just to feel how it is. Does it feel like it's on the right edge? Is it smooth? To be honest, at the moment it's pretty smooth as it is, just a bit of a sandpapering, and then we'll go from there. You probably need to bog it still, but sandpaper back and go from there. As you'll know, I'm sort of just making this MG so it works. It's not going to be a fantastic job, like it's not going to be a Rolls Royce job, but it's going to be a reasonable job, and a job that I'll be happy with for many years to come once it's finished. As I've had this car for a very long time. But it's always good to take your time with things. It means you'll enjoy it more at the end of it. Although some of my mates might say that keeping a car for 10 years in the garage is not really enjoying it. Yeah, see, that's already a lot smoother as it is. As I said, it still might need some bog, but yeah, not too much. With bog, you don't want to use it on anything that's got really anything too big. You don't really want to use bog for everything, especially a massive hole. But these are just small holes that was where the chrome was. I'm not going to be putting chrome back on this section of the car, and that's why I'm bogging the holes up. But it'll look good, and yeah, see, that's a lot better. Definitely going to be able to bog this little section here. It's a very small hole. And I'll just bring you over and have a look at it. So yeah, that very small hole there. I'll probably be bogging that one up. But it's very smooth. That with what we're looking at the moment. All the way along to here. Again, that's actually smooth right there. It's actually just here. The camera doesn't actually show it, but there is a bit of a hole there that I'll have to bog a little bit. But looking good. Nevertheless. As I said before, it's start with 800 and go to 1500 ply. Best with water, otherwise it's just a bit too rough. And at the end of the day, I do want to do a reasonable job when I'm doing this car. What I mean by Rolls-Royce finish is like, instead of sort of just doing what I have done on the inside by painting over multiple things, I would have taken everything out and removed everything to have it so it's completely bare metal. But in all honesty, because it's been sitting around for 10 years, I've decided, look, I'm just gonna really get to work on it and just do a reasonable job, but a quicker job, I guess. I say quick, it's probably going to be another 2 years before it's up and running, but a reasonable job. Saying that, we do really hope that we get the Pontiac up and running. We're getting closer, but electronics, even though they're very simple, electronics do take a while. And in all honesty, electronic is not my forte. It's more my father's, but we're getting there, slowly. Yeah, so this one here particularly has a lot of work to do on it compared to these ones. I mean, this one's still a bit rough on this side right here. That one's pretty good. Again, pretty good. But yeah, these two are just rough right here. And again, on this one's really rough. But that's why you use the electric tool first, and then once you've got the bulk of it away, you use these sandpapers and you do it with your hand. Well, that's how I do things. I mean, each person's different. My father reckons that you don't use the electric tool at all and you use your hand only, which in all honesty will probably do the better job. But I just want the car up and running, and so I'm doing it my way. Can always use a sanding block as well. Helps out a little bit. No, it's dark blue underneath this.
What?
It's dark blue underneath this paint.
Yeah, it's just what colour the colour.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I thought it was light blue, not dark blue.
No, it's you sort of some, I just got covered most of it, but yeah, he painted well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dark blue. A royal blue.
Yeah, it's royal blue underneath.
Yeah, not navy blue, not really dark, but
No, but it's well, that's pretty dark.
yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, that's definitely the colour.
Thanks for watching, guys. John from John Stone's Cars. Please like, subscribe, and review. Cheers. See you next time.